if you can't find your passion, maybe look at your guilty pleasures. Hello, welcome to this week's Wild Spirits News. My name is Sibylle and I help women between 40 and 60 to do lots of what they love and to find their unique life purpose. And if that sounds interesting, check out my website, wildspiritscoaching.com. Today's subject is find your passion, even if it's embarrassing. There are many reasons why people don't know their passion. They might book my Find Your Passion session, which I'm, by the way, going to link in the description below. It's super affordable. And tell me that they don't really have anything that they love doing. Sometimes they tell me that they're just not the type to get very enthusiastic. And this is something that I have done a separate video about, which I'm going to link in one of the corners. You'll see it. At other times, they really can't think of anything that might be a passion. But in every case, we unearth at least one thing that is potentially a passion during the session. Your mission today is to learn why embarrassment might keep you from finding yours. The background to this is what is and isn't a passion. I said before that a passion is more than just a hobby. It's more than just an interest. At other times, however, I use passion, hobby, and interest interchangeably. And the reason for that is that the boundaries are a bit blurred. There's no actual official definition of these terms. Basically, a passion is anything that you get enthusiastic about, that gives you joy. Passions can also put you into the state of flow, where you forget time and the hours just fly past without you noticing. Maybe we can agree that a passion is something that you really love doing. It's more than just something that you find okay and do sometimes. Your task is unearth the embarrassing passions. Now we get to the embarrassing part. When people think of passions, they usually think of something cool, such as windsurfing, or a craft like knitting, making cool things, right? Or an art, painting, playing an instrument. But what if your passion is a little less, shall we say, marketable? I'll give you an example from my own multiple passions. Now, thankfully, I have one or two cool passions as well, like playing the piano, but I'm also a gamer. Now, that's not something that you really expect of a woman in her 50s with a business and a life. But I love gaming. I get completely immersed in the gaming world. There were times when I was fairly addicted to some games. It's better now, but yeah, I absolutely love it. I have friends in gaming that I've known for years and that I would not want to miss from my life. What I'm suggesting is that you might not know your passion because you refuse to count something that is more like a guilty pleasure, that is embarrassing for you to admit. I say, fuck what everybody else thinks, just own it. Is your passion perhaps buried in a subreddit of some trashy romance novel series? Could it be that you're collecting something that other people think is completely useless? Could it be, do you get completely lost in the music, in the bad quote-unquote music of some boy band? Is it anything like that? Do you have an interest that makes you go down a rabbit hole on the internet and just research and read up about for hours and hours? That is a passion and it's valid. Don't let anybody talk you out of it. I repeat, the only criterion for something to count as a passion is that it gives you joy. Full stop, that's it. And that brings me to the last point, which is, where do you stand on this? Do you have embarrassing passions, or are you too embarrassed to say it here? Or do you think you might? Are you willing to even open yourself up to this possibility? I'd love to hear that. Leave me a comment below the video or reply to the email that you got the link to the video with. And like I said, if you'd like a little more, check out my website, wildspiritscoaching.com, where you can also join the community of Wild Spirits and get the 100% spam-free Wild Spirits community newsletter. That's 2 emails per month, so how's that for being spam-free? And in these emails, I also always include some additional information, recommendations, or extra articles, some really useful stuff that I don't share anywhere else, so it's really worth signing up for it. I'd love to have you. Have a beautiful week, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.